everybody. My name is SUNSfan. This is syndereN. This is the Dota 2 Asia Championships 2015. We are on the 4th day of group stage. We got CDEC versus Vici Gaming. I have been in the bathroom for a majority of this day.
Turn to ban.
So you've been warming up for this game.
As a result, my energy has been sapped, and then I took a nap, and now I'm refreshed.
With great red eyes. Just look at me. Oh, it's not that bad. It could be worse. He woke up about 2 minutes ago when I yelled, "Shannon!" And he didn't respond the first time, and then the second time it worked. And he was like, yes, what is it?
That's like the best. That was probably like a 30-minute nap. It was amazing.
Excellent. So
now
you're
I'm ready to finish off the day.
Yep.
With some Vici
Should have probably closed the door on the way in as well, so the whole hall doesn't hear us. I'll go quickly take care of that.
Thank you so much, syndereN. You are just the best and the worst at times.
5 seconds remaining.
So, CDEC. Let's see what we got here.
Reserve time.
We have CDEC at 4 and 8. They are in the bottom 4 right now. So this is actually an extremely important match for them. Vici Gaming, they are 9 and 2. They are secured for top 4, according to this. No matter what, they're going to be in the top 8. Oh, that's not top 4. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Based on matchups, if they really want to... It's based on ranking for the top 8, and if they really want to avoid somebody, then...
I think you want to avoid Secret. And you probably also want to avoid EG. But that seems very unlikely that Vici Gaming will be meeting either of those two, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's not like this game is not important for Vici. It's just way more important for CDEC at this point.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
And with that said, Vici Gaming will start out with a Tidehunter Lion combination. And CDEC, the spin-to-win juggernaut. We have Axe, who is banned as a spin-to-win. Troll is still available. And somebody was actually tweeting us that they were very sad that anytime we say spin-to-win with those 3, we don't mention Timbersaw.
That is true. He's the last spin hero that's forgotten. Has been played once this tournament, I think, and lost.
Yeah,
I don't think it was a great pick that game.
I don't really consider him spin-to-win hero just because it's an exclusive club. It's a 3-man show right now. These are heroes getting picked all the time.
Yeah.
Timbersaw, he's like the little brother nobody wants to talk about because he keeps talking about trees all the time, and he's just super annoying.
It's like that crazy little brother you just...
Reserve time.
If he was more popular, let's say in school, then yeah, I had no problem including him as a foursome. But it's not happening right now. He's a little twerp.
Vici Gaming's turn to ban.
That dude's a dick.
That dude's a dick.
So what are we looking at? We're looking at a Naga Bam, a Bro Bam, and did you mention the AA pick? Else I did now. They're going to ban out the Drow against Vici Gaming that they have been running quite frequently in this tournament, together with their, among others, Medusa. Visage is also still in the pool, so it's a way of dealing with that combo all at once, but that also means Vici Gaming could get the Deuce if they want. And I actually think they do. They already have the Tidehunter to protect her with. Lion is also a good protector. I think Vici Gaming could ban out Nyx and pick Dusa now, and that would be a really nice setup for the second phase. Alternatively, you look at something like Black's Hero first. Now that you ban out the Shadow Fiend, there's maybe something like a Slark is a possibility for them.
I feel like Medusas have been winning a lot.
Yes, I think it's really good. We just saw it lose on this stream, though, but that was MVP.
A lot. Yeah, anytime I see a Nyx, even though it counters her to... It's not like a full counter or anything, but... She seems to beat Nyx all the time. It's really weird. Even though 1 mana burn, like 60 minutes in the game, is 3/4 her mana. And it has a 4-second cooldown. But, you know... Screw logic. Just screw it. 1 more ban to go for Vici Gaming in the second ban stage. Let's see, Tidehunter Lion. Okay, we got the offlane, we got the support. They need everything else. So mid.
They're taking a lot of time for this.
Actually, I'm not sure if I like Ice on. I mean, his Tide's amazing. I just like him doing just like higher skill cap heroes on him as well. Timbersaw.
He plays some mean Timber.
His Tide's pretty legit too, though. We can't.
He's just a legit player in general.
Yeah.
Well,
they're really thinking about this.
This is taking them a long time. I don't know if
they're trying to translate for Black. like, ban
10
Nyx.
seconds
No.
remaining.
Not that one. Nyx Assassin. Damn it! That's Faceless Void.
Vici Gaming's turn to
Nyx. Whatever, just pick Medusa anyway.
It's nice that they need to convince Black when FY is picking. I mean,
Hey, he's an important member of that team, despite
maybe
them
Black
winning.
was like, I refuse to let you click the ban until you tell me what you're banning.
Yeah.
Well, they just took a lot of time to ban. They better be ready to pick.
10 seconds remaining.
This is taking a while for Vici Gaming. I'm not quite sure what's being
5
so
seconds
complicated.
remaining.
All right, they decided they did want to go with the
Dire
IO.
team pick.
CDEC let it through the first phase. They let it through to the second phase. And, well, that means Vici Gaming will be grabbing a combo. I think we're looking at the Tiny.
Yeah.
And then we could also be looking at Medusa in addition to it. That would actually be pretty good, I think.
Yeah, they can get away with that. I mean, Tiny IO mid. And then
Deuce a Lion safe.
Deuce a Lion.
10 seconds remaining.
And CDEC's thinking right now, well, we can't take the
5
Tiny
seconds
ourselves, can
remaining.
we? He's still a... What are your thoughts on that, just taking Tiny
Reserve
without a
time.
Wisp? And I mean, there's obviously more heroes they can pick. They could pick a Bristleback. But Tiny is just another level above every other hero. Actually, I'm not going to say that's not true.
Chaos
Bristleback is that good.
Chaos Knight's good. In the right setup.
Vici
That
The
made him
regen,
worse.
I think the
Turn to pick.
regen, when you take the regen into account with Wisp, Bristleback is ridiculously good.
Necrophos could also be a nice pick, but
I
I just
would
don't.
love that.
I just don't really think we've seen Vici Gaming play it that much. Black does play the hero. But I agree. I think Bristle seems like a very likely pickup. Bristle or Tiny. It's one of those two. They don't have too much time to think about it. 20
10
seconds
seconds
until they need to
Black's
decide.
like, pick Medusa. Medusa.
seconds
Pick me, Dusa.
Reserve time.
Pick
Yeah, they only have 5 seconds.
me.
This is
5
like...
seconds.
this
It's
is
going to be
gonna
Tiny. Tiny. They're running out of time. They're like, okay, so they're a sniper.
Damn it. They picked...
Dire
Wait.
team
See, now I know they're trolling me as Black, because I'm asking for the tankiest carry of all time, and they give me the squishiest. Obviously, Sniper is not a troll pick, though. That is an extremely powerful one in the right hands. And now I'm wondering what their lanes are going to be, because I feel Sniper mid is insanely good. What do you think about him against Troll?
He should
Troll
do
can't
fine.
get up close, really,
No.
without gank
10
support.
seconds
I think it's pretty
remaining.
even on paper. Troll's going to farm.
5
Sniper's going to get
seconds
his. In the first few levels, Sniper's going to struggle a bit because Troll has way better base damage, but then as Sniper levels up a bit, maybe
Reserve
gets
time.
phase boots, or when he just gets a couple of points in headshot, he's going to be fine for the lane farm as well. Let's see what CDEC want to do.
CDEC on the other hand, already have their mid Juggernaut. In all likelihood, will not be. He could be an off lane, but more than likely the safe lane.
Clockwork.
So Clockwork is going to be the off lane,
Vici Gaming.
and they have
turn
some
to ban.
decent setup now. The Cogs set up, the AA, ult, and Cold Feet. I think they could use a little bit of AoE now, but
Dire team
who would they
ban.
get?
Clock's a nice way of getting in on Sniper, but the problem is that they
Is
will,
Lycan banned?
at the same time, no, Lycan is available, but at the same time, they'll be initiating into a Titan Alliance. And the moment you hookshot Sniper, the counterplay's just there. I think Vici Gaming will still
10
get Tiny.
seconds
I
remaining.
don't see why it would be a bad pick. They're going to ban out the Slark.
Vici Gaming.
Not worried about
turn to
Tiny. I
pick.
mean, Slark consistently can pounce out of the Cogs, I suppose, if that's the initiation choice for CDEC. Tiny's still available. So is Medusa, but that looks less likely now that Sniper's on board.
Yeah, that's overkill.
Bristleback is still
Bristle's still really
a
good.
really good choice.
I'd say Bristle or Tiny, both solid. Sure, you're playing into a Clockwork, but even then, they're still
10
going to get a lot
seconds
done.
remaining.
So we get
Huh.
Ember.
Dire
For
team
Super, one of his absolutely best heroes. Want to say fairly good from the distance in this game, but he cannot come up close to this lineup early on. He's going to get Omnislashed, he's going to get bashed by Troll, or just take a lot of physical damage in general. And if he gets caught even by as little as a hook shot, he could die to an Omni.
We don't really have any traditional Wisp partners.
No, this is
picked by
special.
Vici.
I think they're going to play
Sniper-
Wisp Sniper.
how
10
good is that? Because
seconds
Sniper doesn't
remaining.
want to get up close, and the tether's never really going to connect unless he does.
That's not really what tether's used
I-
for that much anymore, though.
It's when relocating.
You don't really get the tether slow on the target anymore, do you?
I think you do.
Fairly. I mean, with a tiny, sure. Because he avalanche tosses and then you can run through and get the tether. But quite a few of IO's combinations are just to keep the carry.
I'm going to have to disagree. Bristleback, every single time you're going to get that.
Well, do you feel like the players have been doing it, though? A lot. I don't recall the games we see that's a big part of it.
Why wouldn't they do it, though? It's very easy on those heroes.
Sure, but a lot of the time yes, it is good, but at the same time, I think most IOs skill tether level 1. And they max the 2 other spells. And then the tether is really underwhelming. Then it's like a 3/4 of a second slow. It's barely worth the movement you have to get.
It's a dream
10
spell.
For it.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
He's looking at me weird. You can't see the camera. He's like fishing for some sort of assistance. No.
Oh, no. All right, we're going to get instant replay. Live.
Instant live, because you need to put a console command on. I'm going to be following FY, channeling his beam of light into Turtle Shell on the IO. Said Turtle will be played by Ice on the Tidehunter. Tri-lane bottom, as it seems right now, an absolutely empty mid lane for Vici Gaming. Fenrir onto the line. Black will be playing as Sniper Guy. And Super will be playing as Super Guy, Ember Spirit.
Okay, I'm going to switch back to me.
In the bottom lane, for the Dire.
We have.
Clockwork.
All right, I think we might be having an FPS issue because I feel it. Can you check this for me somehow? Or is... How do we do this?
We just ask if it's lagging on stream.
You guys, let us know if it's lagging on stream. It feels choppy to me. I don't know if it's just the client or not. Aggressive is going to be playing the Clockwork in this
30
bottom lane, as we
seconds
alluded
to
to.
battle.
Q on the Ancient Apparition, maybe playing the Troll. Garter, Sand King, and Mikasa, Sukasa.
He's playing yogurt, not yogurt, but other dairy products will be played by this guy in this game. Terrible joke. Let's have a look at the bounty rune spawning. Let's see. Super is going to be heading toward it together with Fenrir. This could be a fight. As aggressive is being very defensive. He could have probably gone for the kill there, to be honest, if he goes in and tries to get cogs, but I think Ember would have just gone away, and it is going to be a 1-for-1 root trade-off. Root trade-off. They insulted each other a little bit as they picked up the runes, but FY will be getting his bottle.
Yeah, people are
as a
saying I'm
result.
lagging. What
That
should
ain't
I
good.
do?
I don't know.
Restart the stream? Don't think restarting my game's gonna help. Deciding what to do.
So there's an issue with this computer right now that...
Yes, there is.
I think restarting the broadcast would be enough. Maybe
I had to
restarting the
restart
computer.
XSplit completely. So
Yes.
we'll be back in a jiffy, friends and foes. And
Enjoy the
everybody in between.
picnic. We will be handing out the baskets in chat. To get your basket, type !basket.
Or horse.
Horse will give you a bonus. So, stream will be reset to resolve the lag issue. Sorry about it, guys. Be back in a moment. This is my camera before we quit. Yay.
Just waiting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to show you guys Troll. For no reason.
Do you think I need to restart the entire program?
Yes.
Damn.
Reasons.
Alright, we're back.
Hopefully everything is alright.
We are... And it's on your camera, so checking mine on. Alright.
Okay, are we good?
We're good now.
We're good.
Well, it's not on pause yet, so we'll see.
Yep.
And...
That looks a lot
Yeah,
better.
they weren't trolling. It actually is way better now, so...
Yeah.
Placebo effect for the win. Alright. We missed first blood, and then there was a pause. Who got the kill?
It was claimed by Io in the mid lane together. Or wait, where was that actually? Because I was busy with what was going on with you. But Io got the first blood on the AA. Assists on that kill were only Ice. So it was in the top lane. He tethered to the Tide and managed to find the AA and bring him down for the first blood. So good start for that lane. Interesting to see the Io played with Tide like this. They start him out a little bit in the mid lane together with Black, but Black's going to be just fine on his own. And Tiny or sorry, Io, will be helping out the Tide instead. So this is a very odd lane that I have a little hard time calling. I think maybe it features Vici Gaming. Favors. Wow, words are not working for me right now. It's late in the night for some reason. Yeah, they're definitely going to be winning this. Mikasa, he does not have the spin ready. And another kill as Io activates the double damage. We'll be putting pressure onto Q. Needs to be a little careful here as Garter is in the neighborhood.
He's level 2 at the moment.
Just going to be bottling up Ice.
Would the spin have mattered there? As Lion is going to get a kill,
yes,
apparently?
I think they would have. I think he would have lived.
Okay. Well, Super now. Getting a kill in his name. Actually, no. That was the Lion. So Fenrir getting a kill for himself. And top lane, poor Garter taking every single spirit ball to the face. As Wisp will now latch onto Ice, who... This lane is just horribly won for Vici Gaming right now.
It's extremely difficult to kill the Tide. I don't know what you do. He's tanky enough as it is with the Kraken Shell. And then with an Io tethering into him, it's borderline impossible. FY will, however, have to concede this rune. It's going to be claimed by maybe on the Troll. As Garter wants to go in FY, but it's kind of pointless. Ice, meanwhile,
is
diving.
Good God, man.
He doesn't care.
Bottom lane, Fenrir. He's going to find the Clockwork, who's already placed his clogs. The clogs for the Clockwork.
Clog the lane, just like you do with toilets. Have a lot of experience with that.
Clogs actually sound pretty good. What if they were just shaped in the form of clogs themselves? Phase boots down.
Sounds like a great idea for a set.
This will give him enough. This should be able to get him away, for the most part, from Ice now. But the problem is he's already given up a couple kills. He's actually 0-1, of course, for him, and 0-1 for the AA, like you talked about earlier. Garter, once he gets level 3, he's going to start taking out these stacks that good old Q is stacking for him. What a nice teammate. Middle lane, Whirling Axe is being placed. Black baiting it in. He has Shrapnel. He has another charge ready to go, and down maybe is going to go. That rhymed great. If Fly even comes into the party, he's going to heal up Black. He's going to be appreciative of that. Level 6 at the moment.
This early game laning stage is already full.
Top lane,
totally
Chilling Touch placed upon Garter, who gets the Burrow Strike, level 1 off. And without Wisp here, this might be enough for a kill as Ice continues to run away. He's going to be fine.
He's going to turn and even gush just to be annoying. Anchor smash. Oh, whoa, okay. Almost dying to the crit.
And Wisp, he doesn't have any bottle charges, so might have to go refill. Another 15 seconds for the rune, so he's probably just going to try to get the top rune at some point here.
He's going to drop his bottle so it can be picked up by the TPing Lion. Who will then proceed to bottle Tide and then give him the bottle.
No, I think that's dumb. That needs to be fixed. I consider that a bug, even though it's quote-unquote a feature right now. That should not be allowed.
It's kind of insane that you can do that.
I mean, it may not be that big of a deal for some heroes, but for, like, Wisp abuses bottles hardcore. There's no other hero in the game that has better use of bottle than Wisp. And that's a fact.
That's a factory.
Well, mid lane, Black has 20-7 as far as CS is concerned versus the 27-12. So Troll with a little bit of advantage, but of course he did just die. And Black right now with the Ring of Aquila. What's coming on the courier right now?
Oh, look at maybe not skilling Troll at level 6. I think that's the first time I've seen that this tournament. It's going 2-3-1. In all fairness, his ultimate isn't that useful for the other lanes. In the top lane, the Kraken Shell is going to negate most of the physical damage, and the bottom lane Clock can't really kill Ember at all because Ember's level 6. So he's looking out for himself. And with that in mind, maybe it's just better to not skill the ult until level 8.
That, you said maybe again. That's actually perfect. We have a smoke gank for CDEC. Garter's going to be seen. Black gets slowed from the Whirling Axes into a Burrow Strike. If they can get that close to a sniper, he is absolutely trashed every time. Top lane in the meantime, Impale, Gush, everything was used yet again to secure themselves a kill onto the Juggernaut.
Black will fall, though.
Let's look at the level discrepancies between the offlaners. Although it's not technically a solo offlane for Ice, but he is level 7.5 despite that.
And the Clock's only level 5.
It's about to hit level 6, though. But that just shows you, like, Ice has been sharing XP for a large portion of this laning stage, and he's doing really well for himself. TP mid lane for Black. He does have the phase boots completed now.
Radiant's
Bounty
middle
rune
tower is under
bottled up
attack.
for FY. And new runes coming up very shortly. Ice, ice, ice.
He's looking for
He's
it.
gonna get bottled
There,
up here.
yeah, here comes the IO. Gonna tether and fill him up.
He's gonna fill him up.
Grab the invis. Very funny, Shannon.
What are you talking about?
Started.
Ice, ice, ice. And company. Ravage is down for 83 seconds. He's going to just take out stacks here. Oh, poor Sandy.
Okay, this is gonna be a big fight right here.
Aggressive, gets aggressive with the hook shot, and Fenrir just goes down right away. Ice, ice, ice again. No Ravage to speak of. Cold Feet's going to proc inside these cogs. Can't FY do anything about a double impale. This is a disaster for Vici Gaming, but here comes Ember Spirit. Super just chops down the Sand King, and next up, the Clockwork. And here comes Mikasa on the Juggernaut, just right-clicking. We have a buyback from the Clockwork now. He's going to TP in very close. Mikasa gets slowed by the tether.
Wow, they used the
Right-clicks
tether.
Again, super. Are they going to get like a full team wipe, basically, with the buyback? Aggressive, still at half HP now, FY.
Oh, that's a
And
good
another slow
searing
from the
chains.
tether, and down goes aggressive for the second time. That's an ultra kill for super, and a dieback.
Oh,
for
my
aggressive.
God, and he steals their camp. That could not have gone any worse for CDEC under those circumstances.
Oh, and
he's
he
going
misses
to
the burrow
dodge
strike.
it. He
Oh,
might even
boy.
turn and try to kill him.
It's like, take some flame guard
The
damage. This is
chains
what
are
you get.
used, but he can just jump. Okay, he's going to play it safe. Pulls out. I think he could have got that kill if he would have tried to dive for it, but it is a risky play.
Shrapnel.
Oh my goodness, Super so damn farmed now. This is unreal. Phase, bottle, stick, drum, and 350 gold at minute 9 on that safe lane Ember. And that's without extremely good farm. Like 10 minutes in, having 47 CS in the safe lane is not that much. Especially considering
we have
that,
a
like,
relocate. Ice 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 is going to get some help from the Wisp. Doesn't really need it. Cold Feet does proc on Tidehunter, but
they could just keep going on the clock, honestly. They could harass him a little bit until they get pulled out.
Battery
but-
Salt was just used. Ice Ice.
Radiant's
He's going to get
bottom
sent back.
tower
Where'd
is
they
under
go?
attack.
Back to Fountain. All right. He's like, well, I was full HP already. I'm not sure. I guess I'll pick up some of these items. Is he going for a pipe? Or is this going to be a mech? Okay.
It's definitely going to be a mech.
It's going to be a mech.
Although pipe is good too. I just
bottom
think
tower is under attack.
with how this has gone, actually, he could have gone for the pipe and let FY get the mech on the IO. He already has Earn and 900 gold, so that was a possibility to let IO get both. And I think he has the mana pool to get away with it with all the levels he's getting as well. But maybe spreading them out is a little bit of a better idea. Is maybe Tide just gets both, or he gets the mech into Blink and they don't think too much about the pipe. Let's see. Do you actually know how the interaction is with pipe on top of Flame Guard? If the pipe blocks first before you dig into Flame Guard, or vice versa?
Not sure.
Asking those
Yeah, one has to have
questions
a
that you always ask me.
Yeah, that is exactly the type of question I would ask.
I would think the pipe
Take
blocks
priority.
first,
Yeah,
which
because
means
it's
if
a
you
very low duration.
if you pipe an Ember, that means you have to get 900 magic
Yeah.
damage out before you Blake the Flame Guard.
Blake the Flame God.
Blake the Frame God.
Yeah,
that would be
that's
pretty sick,
pretty damn
actually.
good.
Dire's bottom
Especially against that
tower is
CDEC
under
lineup with
attack.
Epicenter, AA Ultimate, Rocket, Battery Assault, and Hookshot. All of them dealing pretty good magic damage.
For sure.
Could be cool. We'll see if they choose to go for a pipe at some point and we get to see it in action. A Super. Going in on Mikasa. He doesn't care. He's tanking up the entire Blade Fury. He's almost going to lose his Flame Guard to it. He's going in.
He really wants this kill. He might just get it. Searing Chains. Is it going to be enough? Omni Slash is used. He's going to live for now, but here comes Ice 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 with the relocate from FY. And
What a
one gush is
legit
enough.
play.
And Super comes back into the phrase like, let me just finish this up. I started it. Let me finish it. And Ancient Apparition gets chopped to the ground. It's 14-4 for Vici. They are just playing out of their minds right now. And I think at the beginning of the tournament, not saying they were playing poorly, but this is a whole new level for them. This is more like a month and a half ago.
Is under attack.
They're not kicking black, bro.
The chemistry is definitely there in this game, that's for sure. They're winning all their lanes. They're making great decisions. Movement around the map has been good. Look at FY even being so confident. He's actually, wait. Why is he still there? If Sand King had
He's
Epicenter, he could
invis.
just kill
He's
him.
invis.
Oh, I hate it. You can't see it on IO.
Anytime he's just playing like AFK in jungle, he hasn't.
Man, you literally can't see it as
Yeah.
observer.
Yeah.
It's like impossible.
Scouting it out, stealing some neutrals, or the XP at least from Sand Let's look at the Sand King watch here. He's about to get Blink Dagger. That should help quite a bit, but they're in quite of a hole at the moment. And Black will have his Mask of Madness completed. I love this build for Sniper, personally. It's very exciting. Ice. Ravage is up if he wants to use it. Doesn't want to use it on just the Juggernaut, who could technically just spin.
Maybe that's why.
To use it. Mech completed, and there's a casual Ring of Regen, so this might be a pipe as well. We'll have to wait and see.
Ice is one creep away from level 11 at minute 13. On an off-lane side. It's pretty exceptional.
Oh, they're going to relocate to bottom lane. Garter gets the Burrow Strike off. It's not going to be enough if they have vision. Do they need vision?
They need to Ravage. They have him with the Urn.
Yeah,
he's going to die.
They're actually waiting. Oh, boy. Ravage is up. Here comes Ice. He can get the Ravage off. It hits all three. Does he have enough damage to do anything else, though? They're going to play all their pressure. The mech's going to keep him alive. Anybody else coming? No, it's just 2v3. Let's see how strong Ice is right now. Omni Slash, not really going to do that much. Blade Fury, is it enough to finish off FY? Not
nice
even.
Juke.
He's getting away thanks to the tether. Another slow. Mikasa goes at the right click of Ice.
Oh, no.
And with that space created, Super has come in.
And he's going to kill some creeps.
And he's going to... Hey, I transitioned myself across the entire map for you. I get some of these worthless little neutral creeps.
Man, that was such a beautiful mechanical display by those two. Great movement around with Io. Juggernaut keeps spinning and tries to get the Io. He just chooses to stand still in the tree line, and Jugger got really confused there and lost his track of him with the spin. And they end up winning that 2-on-3 engage and getting the tower.
Clockwork just gave his position away. Io, along with Ice, looking for the kill here. The balls will connect. They're actually going to get this kill. The Courier's bringing a much-needed TP, but it's too late. The Urn Charge is going to get him. That rocket that he sent out was the death of him. I'm not sure if they even knew he was there.
I don't know. I think you're right, because it didn't seem from how they played that they had any idea.
They're just falling apart. CDEC's just falling apart right now.
Just don't give Io to this team. And they actually got it on third pick. That's the crazy thing. They didn't even want it in the first phase, but Vici Gaming are extremely good with the Io. There's the reload.
Epicenter, Burrow Strike, but yeah. Here comes Ice and company. Finger of Death is enough to take out Troll. This is just snowballing out of control for Vici Gaming. They are looking very crisp.
They must be ahead by like 10,000 almost at this point. Well, oh, okay.
12,000, in fact, in gold, and you're spot on with
close to the magical 1,000 GPM lead.
I have no idea what you do if you're CDEC right now.
I don't know.
There's nothing big you can do.
You can't spread out on the map, then you get relocated on. You can't kill the Tide, because he has a mech and a 4-staff minute 15. Super is too difficult to focus down, but he's probably the best target if they can. Either find him or the Sniper, who has had a very easy game, to be honest. Black has just been cruising because his team is just really taking care of business. Hasn't really needed to do that.
We've seen a lot of stomps today, and this one, it feels a little different. It feels more so that Vici Gaming is outplaying CDEC than CDEC is making mistakes. CDEC is starting to make mistakes because, oh, if you're going to be down this much this early, you can go on tilt a bit. But
I would agree with that too.
Vici has been playing really well.
I can see that. It's a stomp for the right reason.
Yeah.
In a way.
Like in the game I was casting downstairs with Newbie and HGT, that was just like everybody was making so many mistakes, and that's not very characteristic for Newbie.
Relocate.
Yep. Relocate bottom lane. Maybe he's dead. Maybe
is probably, most likely, certainly not gonna live.
Maybe. Falls to the grave.
Super.
Mid lane, we have a Ravage used, and it's gonna hit 4 people. Not sure if they can get any kills out of this. Fenrir's gonna steal some mana. This is how confident he can be. He's just taking a full Blade Fury and Burrow Strike to the face. He'll finally fall in the end. That's probably how it should be. Omni Slash, pretty good procs onto the Ember Spirit. He's gonna use his spirits to do pretty much nothing. Mikasa, he's stuck in place thanks to the Searing Chain. Sleight of Fist is enough. Let's take him out. Triple kill for Super. And Garner soon to follow. Apologies for that. And FY is going to clean him up. It is a 4-for-2 exchange. I'll be perfectly honest, and a lot of times this is not the case. Black has been doing nothing. He hasn't had to do anything. We've barely seen him in this game.
I don't really feel like he's played poorly.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
He's just been in a...
He just hasn't been needed.
So if I can compare this to one other game in this tournament, Zyteki's game.
Yes.
It feels like that. The other four just dominating so hard.
But Zai was actually feeding.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Black has also died 3 out of the 6 times his team has died.
So Black is feeding.
There's just, like, he doesn't... Okay, so apart from the fact that he obviously needed to be in the lane so that Troll didn't get complete free farm and he could pressure him a bit, they have literally been able... I think Black could have left 10 minutes ago and Vici Gaming were still winning this game. It's insane. Like, it's 8 minutes into the game. He hasn't really...
Well, the one thing he did was soak up some of the spells in the mid lane. But
they're just owning with the 4 others so hard that the sniper seems to... I think Black could just AFK farm. His farm is actually fairly low because I think he's trying to move to the fights, but he just shows up when the party's over.
He needs to just work on those fantasy points. We're going to have a hook shot. It will connect on Fenrir, who gets the sheep. AA Blast will connect. But it's not going to matter. Clockwork just dies so fast. And speaking of Black, he does die again. I mean, I think you're right. Like, at this point, he's just...
Okay, so he's soaking up spells, right? So if he wasn't there, the others might be dying.
It's barely a soak, though. It's sniper.
Relocate.
Relocate bottom lane. The Gush was already used onto Maybe, who takes an Impale now. These kills, it's like they're not close. They're very easy kills for CDEC. And it's just because they're out leveling, they're out farming, they're out everything. CDEC. Relocate comes back, but Super and company are here as well. Burrow Strike will hit on FY. Mikasa is just like, fuck this, I'm going to TP out right away. Garter's like, where are you? And will fall to the ground shortly thereafter. Hello. Poor guy. Ice. Do we even need to bother with item progression at this point? This is just a complete outplay for Vici.
I'm not sure what hope CDEC are holding on to. This is not an elimination match.
Well, this is such an important match, though.
It is an important match, though, but just looking at this game, it's just falling apart. On the other hand, you could also say it's the last game of the day for them. So there's no... If they lose this in 10 minutes or in 15 minutes or they give up now, there's no loss of momentum as such.
I mean, there's always the prayer that Vici completely throws.
Yeah.
Like, Black goes on tilt because they're only killing him. He's like, why are they focusing me?
Or that... Well, Vici also did throw a 20k lead against LGD Gaming 2 days ago.
Okay.
So it has happened.
This one just seems...
But this is way worse than they had to do that game. Super's just...
Wow.
Containing them in their base.
That is insane. The Toilet's going to heal them up, thankfully. But that's half HP from a Searing Chain Sleight of Fist combination.
Okay, so actually, there's a Clockwork that drops his clogs, and there's a Toilet from Juggernaut.
Yeah.
So if they combine their abilities... they could actually send in...
the clogs.
They could move in a clogged Toilet... and see if it could distract the Regan team.
That is amazing. I love it. This might be a desperation smoke for CDEC.
Yeah. All right, prediction. If they get killed in here, they call GG.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is desperation.
Oh, boy.
Super and company are going to find them. The clogs, are placed. Ember Spirit looking for a kill. Ice, perhaps looking for a Ravage. Sleight of Fist doing a lot of damage. Ice is probably going to get cold feet here. Nope, he's fine for now. He's going to Gush. And you're seeing the Shrapnel come into play. Aggressive is going to be the first to fall in this engagement. Are they still going for Roche? Yeah. They're like,
I can't believe they're getting away with this.
We get Roche. Assassination. Enough to take out AA.
This is actually quite a blunder. That's hilarious. And there's the ping for Ice. Right as he dies. And they're just going to go right for the barracks instead.
I don't see why not. Ravage is still online. Super is extremely healthy. Troll does have a second life. That's something to keep in mind. Fortification popped. 12 seconds for the basically Clockwork and AA to come back as a duo. And Ice Blast will be online.
They have the pipe, by the way, on Ice. He used it before. Flame Guard was not removed.
That's almost an Aegis use from 2 spells, essentially. Good
ult.
Ice Blast.
Oh, Mikasa. He tried to flank with the Omni Slash.
Oh, boy. Okay. 53 seconds. He can buy back into the game. Still has Omni Slash to work with. FY healing up his carry in black. Ice. Playing the tank role. Maybe did go heal up. And the siege continues. Pipe is popped. This is when they want to go deep. Tower gets killed, maybe. Gonna get the blind
Certainly.
onto Super. SSI just can continue to right-click this tower, or the barracks, I should say. Maybe. Look at how far of range he's gonna be dying. Oh, Force-Staff Gush in style. SSI takes out the Aegis. So we're seeing a little counterplay here. Fenrir waiting.
Gonna go.
In the wings. Clockwork is like, oh god! He's gonna hook shot in. He gets Fenrir. FY's gonna try to heal him up with that urn. And the shrapnel, just easy pickings for Black. It's like shooting fish in a horse. That's the thing, by the way. Mikasa on the run with the Blade Fury. And Super just destroys him with the Sleight of Fist. They can go for the buildings if they really want to. It's 3 dead. Here comes the desperation epicenter, but the GGs will call this game finally. Mercy for CDEC, 33-7.
What an absolute
good old-fashioned stomp
down. Oh my god. It's when I see games like this that I cannot believe that so many of the Chinese teams don't care about Wisp. In what seems to be the best representative of China in this tournament, play the IO. They've played it multiple games. They show a performance like this. Why don't you respect that? It's so puzzling. They didn't counterpick it at all. They let it through to the second phase, so if they felt like they could counterpick it in the first phase, then okay, go for that, and then, oh, well, they didn't get what they wanted out of it, maybe ban it for second phase. No. They let it through to Vici. FY, the closest I think we've been to a flawless support performance in the tournament, maybe. He did everything right in this game. He didn't make a single mistake.
He was good. He was real good.
Super ends the game 10-0-12 on Ember. And I want to say, I think what makes Vici Gaming so good with IO is that Ice is extremely good at playing aggressive to the limit. And usually, he gets pushed over the limit. Sometimes he gets pushed over the limit and ends up dying. With the IO, he's one of the best players to play with the IO because he loves playing aggressively, and he
His
can really.
His off lane is very aggressive.
He dives in.
True. Yeah.
And they just.
And that was the lane that dominated
Get wrecked
early on. Get wrecked, syndereN says. Yeah, Vici Gaming played really well. CDEC, the first half of the game, they played fine. I just thought Vici Gaming outclassed them, and then they started making mistakes, and it was just a snowball. You can't really blame them for that. And with that,
this was the last game of the day.
Yeah, this is the last game. CDEC goes to 4-9. They are still in the bottom 4, which means if this continues after tomorrow, they will be eliminated from the tournament. And it's not looking good because the next up in the 9 through 12, let's look at 12. It's a 4-7 record, so they already have 2 more losses. And it's all at this point. It just depends on tiebreakers for them. Like if they can somehow win 2 more games,
then they're 6-9.
Then they're 6-9, and eHome loses 2 games. It depends on the matchup between CDEC and eHome, as well as.
Well,
HGT
eHome also needs to win 2 games then, right? If they go 6-9, they're actually pretty far up for now, but other teams are going to win.
They have a lot of games to play. Okay, so that's interesting.
That's,
okay. So that is it for today, friends. Tomorrow, we don't know what the schedule is, but it shouldn't be... It could be less games. It could be a lot more games.
Yeah. So tomorrow there is 6 rounds. The previous 2 days have had 8 rounds, and the 2 days before that had 9 rounds each.
I have a feeling that it's going to be the same or longer. Look at how many teams are around the same record. It's pretty ridiculous.
I think there might be no tiebreakers.
Okay, so you completely disagree. Let's do the over-under.
Are we doing like...
So are they doing tiebreakers for each threshold? So the 9 through 12 and the bottom 4?
I think they're doing tiebreakers in case there is a 3-way tie where heads-up can't solve it. Else they're not. So if there's a 2-way tie, whoever won the game heads up is going to advance. Okay,
well, this is going to get too complicated. Let's just.
It's not really that complicated.
Just quiet down. Let's bet.
This guy's dumb.
Let's bet.
See you guys tomorrow.
Let's bet.
Bet what?
Pride.
Okay, what are we betting on? Tiebreakers or not? Is that the bet?
Sure.
Okay, no tiebreakers.
Okay, yes. Stay tuned.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, friends.
I'm with stupid.
I hate you.